Let's talk about the styles, the fits, the fashion that you're going to see at this year's U.S. Open with Jace Lipstein of Grungy Gentleman, stylist to some of your favorite pro athletes out there. What's up, my? Ooh, looking sharp, my man, looking sharp. You ready? You ready to do this?
Absolutely. Had to come correct. The U.S. Open comes around once a year. The vibes are always high, so let's do this.
We're going to call this our U.S. Open fit check. Of course, we need to know your best, your worst dressed athletes of all time, as well as what the fans should be wearing to the grounds as well. We're going to start with best dressed athletes of all time.
Sure. Well, I mean, they named the stadium after Arthur Ashe, so definitely need to mention him. His matching sets, it's just like Bjorn Borg, was unbelievable. They wore collars, so it's traditional tennis wear. Borg obviously made the headband famous, but those two stand out. Federer can't go wrong, especially off the court. I mean, the creative director of GQ for over 40 years, Jim Moore, is a stylist. He's done an unbelievable job with him as well. Sometimes Pete Sampras's fits were a little baggy, but classic, so I did like them occasionally. And then let's talk about the women. What a cultural moment Serena Williams had when she wore off-white. Not only did she have incredible off-white fits, but she even won a U.S. Open championship while wearing off-white, which is incredible. And then also, Maria Sharapova also always looks incredible, impeccable, very sleek and clean.
Growing up, Pete Sampras, man, with Nike and the way he would come out with his outfits, growing up, like as a kid, you're watching that. It's like, man, this dude's got the OOTD outfit of the day for sure. Your coolest dress of all time. Go.
Sure. Well, you know, how could we not mention cool tennis style without mentioning Andre Agassi? From the headbands, the wristbands, the tennis rackets, the sneakers, the neon clothing. He just really... He embodied cool for tennis, so you have to mention him. And then who I think took the torch for this new era, maybe not as crazy, but still with the vibrant colors, as Rafael Nadal, who's obviously seen a ton of success. And then if we're talking tennis, just like we mentioned Agassi, you also have to mention Stan Smith. His sneakers became a cultural phenomenon, the hottest sneaker, probably longevity-wise, I would say top 5 in the game. So those are my picks.
Yeah, you're still seeing people rock the Stan Smith. That dude, culturally and generationally, his outfits just continue to trend. We got to go to the worst dressed of all time. The floor is yours, my man. Go ahead. You got to do it.
All right. Well, Bethany Maddox-Sands, I know they have done a lot of Tiger King documentaries, but if they do another one, she should definitely show up for the audition because I think she'd land it. And then Carlos Alcaraz, obviously, unbelievable talent, absolutely incredible. But one of his shirts he wore, literally, I don't know if you guys remember Saved by the Bell, but it literally looks like it was the wall of the Max where they used to eat at. So wasn't feeling those two. Yeah, those are my picks on those.
All right, we talked about the athletes on the court. We also know that the U.S. Open is where the cool kids come out to show their outfits. So coolest outfits worn by celebrity spectators.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to have a few picks because, as you know, some games are during the day and some are at night. David Beckham never goes wrong. He's unbelievable, his style. He wore a brown blazer, white button-down open, hanging his sunglasses casually. Unbelievable look. And then Bon Jovi, you never can go wrong with a white button down and very good fitting navy blazer. So definitely pick them. Listen, if it's hot and you're trying to beat the heat, I really love what Devin Booker did. He wore a fun camp shirt. It was in an orange shade, but he wore a rib tank underneath it. So he was able to breathe a little bit while looking cool. And then for the ladies, listen, U.S. Open, it's you know, Ralph Lauren, it's like a match made in heaven. She went with a very, very classic head-to-toe Ralph look, and I thought she looked perfect for the event.
All right, so who should we watch this tournament for cool style when we're talking about current players?
Yeah, well, Novak Djokovic and Taylor Fritz, I mean, they dress very cool, like pretty much how I would dress. So I'm definitely going to be looking after them. But Ben Shelton and Francis Tiafoe, I mean, they take chances. So can't wait to see what they rock. Definitely will be keeping my eye on them actually every match to see what they wear. And then Coco Gauff. I mean, you know, she is so cool. I feel like she's taken the style torch for the ladies. So can't wait to see what she rocks as well.
All right, for the fans, when they get off that 7 train and they start walking to the stadium, what should they be dressed with? Style the fans of the U.S. Open, Jace.
Well, Brandon, that was very poignant, actually, what you said. The U.S. Open does require a lot of walking for their spectators. So if you're going to a day game or a day match, excuse me, I would obviously try to beat the heat and be comfortable. A great way to do this while still looking really elegant and casual and classic is to wear classics, but in athletic fabric. So what I mean by that is polos, trousers, elastic belts. This way, if you do sweat a little bit, it doesn't ruin the vibe, doesn't ruin your day. You know, you'll basically, it'll just wick right off you. So that is my go-to for the day. If you're lucky enough for the evening to catch a cool evening, or maybe you're in and out of a suite, you might want to dress up a little bit. You might want to take some cues from like David Beckham and Bon Jovi, like we mentioned earlier, and go with more of a suited, think like very traditional Wimbledon or, you know, city night, summer, U.S. Open type of vibe. But yeah, that's how I would dress.
All right, well, we're going there to get content for the New York Post, so I might have to get you to style me. I'm trying to go full Carlton. Full Carlton from Fresh Prince. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll get you right. Don't worry.
All right, Jace, thanks for hopping on, man.
I appreciate it.